Today we're going to be starting a kind of guide of the characters in Hyrule Warriors. Unless you've been under a rock for the past 2-3 weeks, you know what Hyrule Warriors is. It's Dynasty Warriors with a Zelda skin. And I've been really enjoying it and really having a lot of fun. So what we're going to do, I've pre-recorded a lot of this footage and I'm going to do narration over it, which is a bit different than my usual way of doing things. But hopefully we'll cover all the characters. So Link is a super fast character. He's got his main attack right here, his light attacks. They're great for single targets and for groups with how wide they slash. His strong attack is a spin slash, and you can do a very quick version by just tapping the button, or you can do a charged up version. And when you do the charged up version, you get the light elemental damage bonus on your hand, which I believe will just add more damage on as you juggle groups of foes, I think is how it works. So we're going to get into his combos here, and his first light then strong combo is going to be a rising uppercut type of move, I believe. And that's it. And you can actually do aerial stuff, and I will do that. And after every strong attack, if you hold the button down, you'll actually get a special spin slash charged up. It'll immediately put you into your dashing speed, and it sort of is a lunging forward spin slash, and it's great for keeping your combos going. That was the... So we're going into the quest to get the 3rd level ball and chain, gauntlets, the power glove. Because I only have the silver and the gold, and right now the gold ones I'm using actually have an unlockable ability. And it's a total useless one for this stage. It's versus Skyward, which I believe would be against enemies from Skyward Sword, you deal more damage. I didn't actually look at the skill when I unlocked it, because I was like, oh wow, the power glove, it's so bad. I meant that as a reference to the wizard, not that it's actually bad, because the gauntlets are actually a good weapon. Okay, anyways, there's lots of pose on this stage, of course. So we're going to be seeing this move a lot, and pretty much every time I do it, right here, is Link's, the special move with the gauntlets is Link sort of throws the earth at everyone. And it's an awesome move when you see the animation with the proper camera movements. And this Poe takes forever to die. And that's not it again. It's really hilarious when the camera work doesn't play, but when the camera work does play, it's probably my favorite special in terms of looks in the game. Because the implication of what's going on in it is just way too funny. And there it is, improperly done again. So we got more pose, and I'm just going straight through their orbs in full disregard of my health. Because we're only a couple minutes into this, and I'm already sick of fighting pose. I know what I was thinking during this, and we're gonna see a lot more Poe fighting as we go on. Here we go. Oh no, that wasn't the whole thing. No, I swear it's cool. You'll see. You'll all see. But for now, it's just going to be weak point gauging and smashing these guys with a chunk of the ground. Crunch. So, yep, here comes the 3rd level attack, and kaboom! Just to clear out some trash. I'm already halfway to the A rank kill count, too. There are a lot of adventure mode quests that have this happen, where you're just front-loaded with a ton of generals or commanders to take out. And, the one I'm stuck on right now is getting Zelda's 3rd rapier, and it's pretty rough. There's just tons of Dino Flows right in your face. So now I'm I'm jogging across the battlefield. More pose. More damn pose. At least I can slam multiple of them with one rock. I messed that up. Dodge roll to get the weapon. Disguise that Loot Horan is doing something that's not Loot Horan. And we have another named bad. Oh, it's Rudo. We're gonna smack Rudo in the head with a giant gold mace. Rudo is actually one of my favorite characters in the game too, and she'll probably be very quickly done after the first set of videos I do for this. Which, for the record, we're doing Link, Zelda, Impa, and Ganondorf, the big four right off the bat. And I'll probably do Rudo after that. Rudo's a pretty easy fight because she does weak point gauge a lot. Oh, here we go. And bam! I love it. It's like Link is picking up the whole world and using it as a weapon. And that was Rudo dead because of it. Now I'm just smacking around some of the mobs to clear out this keep that's ours. Make sure the soldiers are comfy. And we should get right back into completing the mission presently. Which is fight more pose. So we need the fairy of light, I think it is, or lightning. It's a fairy. It's yellow. It'll do whatever yellow fairies do. So I'm now surrounded by pose again, and just waiting for my opportunity. I do let that guy's weak point gauge go, and bam, because I'm hoping to get into the yellow circle, which, if you break the opponent's weak point gauge, they'll just stand there for a couple seconds with that yellow circle around them. And if you get in that ring, you'll activate the weak point smash. It's handy in case you're playing someone who either you knock the enemy away, or if you do what I did there and just activate a special right on top of a guy with a weak point gauge, because that will pretty much instantly drain it. And oh no, bam. So mission successful. I have killed whatever I needed to kill. Still don't have the damn fairy. I drop a rock on that Poe and get him, and didn't kill him with that. Didn't kill that Poe with that rock, but yep. Just in sheer desperation, I'm just smacking Poes around without the weak point gauge up now. And I'm throwing the world at him. Fighting a lot of Poes can actually be kind of tricky if you don't keep them all in view, because you will sometimes eat a lot of orbs. It's the same thing with fighting Wizaro. If you're lucky, he'll be by himself, and you can try to just smash him with as much stuff as quickly as possible. But if you're ever in a fight where it's Wizaro with someone else, you're gonna have a bad time, because he is ruthless with his orb attacks, and they're all instantly cast pretty much, and there's a lot of orbs, and it actually is quite... See, yellow circle? All you really need to do is move in that yellow... Should I say ring or circle? We'll say circle. I've been saying circle. Well, either way works. So, we're up to 1,400 kills, and I'm nowhere near, like, present completion here. I believe I need to capture keeps? Or no, is it enemy? Yeah, destroy enemy commanders. I think I might have an enemy commander just left. Oh, now we're doing one of my favorite things. Throwing souped up bombs at ads to take them out. Yep, readying up the ferry because we're going straight to that keep to take it out. Loot Horan. You can't stop me. I'm pausing to check my time. 7 minutes. We're good to go. Oh, hey, look, another Poe. I almost started rhyming there. Ugh. Oh, 1500. On my magical sword I have right now, I actually have the Bombs Plus ability, which I think it said when you kill an enemy, there's a chance you get powered up bombs. So I really do enjoy that one because it's just free super bombs that can take out groups of enemies really quick and easy. I mean, that's pretty much the only time I'll ever use them, is to take out large groups, but it's actually a really handy thing to have. Bam! And we got a treasure chest, and we gotta kill this guy first. I tried to open it right there, I think. Just open the treasure chest in full disregard and disrespect of the enemies around me. Hey look, I get to fight something that's not a Poe. What is it? What am I gonna get? This is a total pretense. Me saying this right now, because I totally know it was the boss key. Actually, I was thinking it's a heart container. But yeah, we got the boss key. I didn't actually... I'm looking super pro in the video thinking, oh, I'm just gonna run and get this real quick because it's the boss key. Well, I actually didn't know it was the boss key, and I was just running to do that because it seemed like an obvious thing to do with the fairy. That happens a lot in this game where you're given the fairy and you're given a keep with the barrier on it that isn't the boss's keep. And oftentimes it has either a boss key or something good in it. So I'll usually go for the fairy regardless of whether or not it's necessary. And that was the activated finisher for a spirit, for your focus spirit, which I totally ballsed up right there with the weak point smash, where he throws the mace in the air and then punches it. But it's okay, we get Zelda, we got the weak point smash eventually. Yep, I'm gonna throw the world at her because I'm trying to hurry the fight along. And actually, when I was doing this, I forgot that this isn't actually kill the boss and the battle's over. We actually have to fight Argonaut coming up. So it's like, oh yeah, I have to go do that, don't I? So he spawns in the upper right, and I'm just beelining straight for him. So we prime our hook shot. Don't even care about outpost captains right now. We're just going to kill that dragon. I don't care about the rally captain. The enemy morale means nothing right now. It's all about just killing this dragon as fast as possible. Now, Argonaut, the two things I've learned about him, when he shoots out, like, you generally want to stay as underneath him as possible, because that tornado is really easy to dodge, and you'll be able to do tight circles around him, which is helpful for getting the hook shot out and avoiding his flame breath. And the other thing is, if you can't get close to him, and you're on the stage with stairs, and bam, throw the world at him. Oh, I almost got him, but not quite. If you're on the stage with stairs, his breath attack, I think he always curls his tail after the tornadoes. And I don't know if he's actually going to do his full-on breath attack in this fight, or if I'm just going to outright kill him. But his breath attack is flat. It's only horizontal hitting, so you can actually run underneath it if you're low on the stairs and he's high on the stairs. That helped beat one of the adventure mode things. Yeah, this fire attack. No, that's not that fire attack. That was a fireball. But his fire breath attack is completely horizontal. There was one kill all the big monsters, and it was like Goma imprisoned in Argonaut all on one stage, and it was helpful to have it on a stage with stairs with him because it made quick work of him without having to dodge at all. That one. See, it's all straightforward. Well, for what you could see of it before we got a thrilling view of the wall texture, which caused me to screw the combo up But it's okay, because we're going to nail him right now. Bang. And bang. Just smash his spine with a giant spiky ball. And that was the Gauntlets. Up next, we're going to be doing a short look at the Great Fairy and Horse, I guess you would say, weapons. I haven't used them a lot. I'm not really a fan of the Great Fairy weapon, but we're going to look at the moves anyways. And Epona just came out the other day, and I haven't been able to test her out a lot, but we are going to look at the moves very, very quickly. I'm not a huge fan of either of them, which is with the way they work, but they're both great for, what I can tell, they're both great for just clearing out trash mobs. And here's Link being a huge dork in this finishing victory animation. That ball like jumps him up like 6, 8, 10 feet. Bam. Here we're going to do a quick look at the Great Fairy. I don't feel like doing a full video on it. I'm not a fan of the weapon. Mostly because it's so slow and weird. She's got Link in a bottle, and she moves really slow. But her basic attack, well, that's her strong attack is a charge up. Her basic attack is this. She's great at clearing out lots and lots and lots of trash because of her size and the hit area. But I just don't like the way she plays. Her first strong attack is Sword Beams. And Link goes back in the bottle. Her second strong combo attack is bouncing energy back and forth the way you do in the regular Zelda games in 3D. And even some that aren't. And now we have the bomb drop. She drops bombs, big ones. Her fourth strong combo attack is a fairy fountain. And kaboom. And her fifth strong attack is a big lightning strike. And I believe it's like the windfish or something, maybe from Skyward Sword that I don't recognize is actually part of this, but I was on the side when I did the combo and I don't care to go back. Anyways, next we're going to have Epona, who Epona is gotten through the DLC. She's not unlockable otherwise. It's basically like Dynasty Warriors with a mounted character. And that's the basic attack. And then the strong attack, I'm going to do another basic attack. That's the strong attack is the carrots. It's a carrot dash. And you can do like those little side swipes as part of it once you're up to full speed. First attack is... That's another basic attack. Come on, me, do the first attack. Okay, it's like a kick and then some arrows. And then a sword slash. The second attack is stomps. And then back forward slashes with a big spin slash. And I might have actually skipped one in there. And then you got that like wild back and forth thing with lots of cuts and then a big slash and then... Yep. Big stab. And then I'm not big on Epona or the Great Fairy, so I'm not using them much right now. I may use them in the future. This is the Master Sword. I'm mostly using it to show off the sword beams and the way the attacks look a little different from the regular sword. Once I get the Master Sword unlocked, it'll probably be the main weapon for Link. There's lots of extra energy on everything, and I think there are a lot of things hit bigger, in addition to having the sword beams with the attacks. So that big beam attack right there is massive, and it's awesome for taking out groups. I just don't have the thing upgraded yet, so I'm just not using it right now. I will once I get the final Master Sword unlock, though. So now we're going to look at where you get the various weapons for Link. Obviously, Link starts the game here. He's the main character. And then you get the magic rod, the first magic rod in here. The Elden Caves. You get the Master Sword in the temple. You get it as part of the story, so you can't miss it. The White Sword you get in a keep here, and it is technically missable. They just replay the stage to unlock it. It's the 2nd level sword. And the 8-bit wooden sword is gained by finishing off the game. So we head over to adventure mode, and the 3rd level sword is in the graveyard where the magical sword in Legend of Zelda actually is in the original game. It's just in this game you power bracelet that grave, and then you can get the level 3 sword. And then the level 2 magical rod is here, and then you candle the bush on the corner. The level 3 magic rod is here, and you candle the bush on the corner. I don't remember if you need a fairy harp or not for that. Well, whatever. The first gauntlet you get is in adventure mode only. So you go here, and I believe you just candle that bush. Oh, I only got a B rank in that. How sad. Gotta redo it. Candle that bush for the level 2 gauntlet. Level 3 gauntlet, you got a great fairy harp, and to reveal the enemies and candle the bush to get the weapon unlocked. It's not a terrible fight, as you guys saw. Great fairies in the lower corner. After it's to get it, there's actually a really hard Zelda fight in the previous map, and then this is easy. And I believe you have to ice arrow a ring of fire, and then the other 2 great fairy upgrades are up top. I don't have them yet. I don't really care about getting the great fairy, quite honestly. I mean, whatever. I don't know. You need to unlock them. Probably stuff.